Hello YouTube and welcome back to another Dare to Game video. Today we're going to be taking a look at another Hogwarts Legacy piece of content that the developers put out. And this one is going to be a pretty recent trailer they did from, I believe it was Gamescom, where they showed sort of a little bit more dark arts type stuff going on. And I watched through it once online, but I didn't really take my time to kind of claw through it. So I just wanted to do a reaction type video here where I kind of just give my thoughts as we go through. I think it looks pretty interesting, and I've been having a lot of fun digging into the Harry Potter stuff since I haven't really paid a whole lot of attention to it at all since I was like a school child. It's been a little while since I've been interested in it much at all, and now I'm reading through the books again, and it's pretty fun there. And I'm really looking forward to this game because I've been kind of starved for a nice new big open world game since probably Red Dead 2 was the last one that came out that actually grabbed me. And this one looks like it's definitely going to. So if you like this game or you think you're going to like it and you like Harry Potter and all that sort of stuff, definitely subscribe to the channel and stay tuned. I'll be going through any content they release between now and then, and obviously when the game comes out, I'll be playing it a lot. So if you like this game or Harry Potter in general, this channel is probably a good one to subscribe to just for that type of content. But with all that in mind, let's just start her off.
The more we know about Salazar Slytherin and the dark arts, the better prepared we'll be.
So just from that couple seconds there, like I said, we can tell that the theme of this trailer is supposed to be the dark arts. I'm calling it the dark arts trailer because it's showing the dichotomy. I think a lot of people with previous Harry Potter games have had reservations based on the fact that film adaptation games just aren't usually that good, and these were no different. But also, a lot of people want to be free to do whatever they want in the world. And if you're making a single-player Harry Potter role-playing game, which this appears to be, it makes sense to give your character the choice to be whichever type of wizard your character wants. And there's a whole bunch of different areas of study. I'm really hoping that they go, like, you could really focus on being great at dueling, or maybe charms in general, or transfiguration, or potions, or whatever the case may be, to really give you the ability to build your character to the exact thing that you have most interest in. If they do that well, then this is going to be a great role-playing game. But also, they've been teasing so far that you could possibly be good or bad, and I think that excites a lot of people because obviously most of your people are probably going to want to play through their first time as, you know, your real good upstanding character, does everything right, never even touches the dark arts because, you know, they want to be like their favorite characters from the book. But that second playthrough, I mean, maybe there's some people out there, and you let me know down in the comment section if you're an evil first playthrough type of person. I like being able to give her a try. Now usually when I get done, I'm like, okay, that was fun, but I'd rather be the good guy. And that's what, like with Red Dead Redemption 2, I got to the end after my second playthrough and I was as bad as possible. I was like, I didn't like that. I liked being good better. And so, you know, I definitely understand why a lot of developers don't put the option in there, but I'm really hoping they've got the option to just be terrible in this game. You know, a precursor to Grindelwald and Voldemort. You know, it would be really cool to see how far you can take it in this game. I can see we've got some floating candles like in the Great Hall, except these ones appear to be spinal columns, so that's an interesting little addition. Bunch of coffins down along the bottom. We appear to be in some sort of a crypt, just in general.
If either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately.
Okay, that guy. At first when he started talking, I thought it was Hagrid just with a different accent, but it's not. It's hard for me to say. That could be the guy that they've shown for the Potions Master at Hogwarts right now, but my guess would be is that he is the Hagrid type character, the keeper of keys and grounds at Hogwarts. You can see sort of a small shack-looking wall, kind of like Hagrid's hut, and the door behind him. That's my guess as to who this is. Like I said, he looked kind of like the Potions Master, but I think it's a different character. I'm guessing this is going to be the Hagrid type character that you and your friends probably bounce off of. So, and it would make sense if they stuck with the same job since it would give him the freedom to be able to do that as he's not a professor. So this could be your keeper of keys and grounds.
Master immediately.
There we got another shot of the crypt. We can see some green, glowy, nasty stuff. I'm guessing this all has something to do with Salazar Slytherin, given that they just said his name early in the trailer and said that, you know, the more we learn about him, the more that we'll know about all this stuff. We know that the ancient magic that they've been talking about, we don't know much about that from, like, the books or the movies, but I'm guessing that's going to be a huge part and basically your magical MacGuffin in this game. Hard to say what's around these stone barriers here. These carvings could just be rock carvings, or that could be some type of... I'm pretty sure that's just supposed to be texturing. I don't think that's any sort of writing. We somehow have a fire here. It'll be interesting if we lit that, or if it's an eternally burning stick pile. Got our logos there as you need.
Unforgivable curses are so named.
Well, that was Slytherin again. That's Salazar Slytherin. We can see in his later life more evil-looking facade with a Medusa-style snake hairdo. Pretty cool.
Curses are so named for a reason.
And as Hermione told us, and I believe the Goblet of Fire, because they are unforgivable. And they are so named because they are unforgivable, you know. Kind of obvious there. That is the most dark arts looking dark arts book I've ever seen. We've got some weird brass looking clasps with some symbols on them. Whatever the heck this thingy is. It's something for sure. And then of course a skull, so that's very nice. All of course in a dark musky green. Definitely, like I said, that is the most dark arts looking dark arts book I've ever seen.
A spell that could save your life.
That looked like a giant skeleton to some sort of an animal. Yeah, look at that. Maybe a dragon. And then we've got some thestrals in the background. Interesting. It'll be fun to see if we can see thestrals, because that'll mean our character has seen someone die. And also, it'll be interesting if they exist in the game and you can see them, but you can't ride them because you didn't pre-order the deluxe edition.
A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable.
I wonder if there's going to be some spiders over here.
The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late.
Okay, someone wrapped up and being eaten by spiders. I wonder if that's something that we're going to have the option to do, or if we're going to maybe save this person. That'll be interesting to see.
None of us will be able to avoid dark magic forever.
Okay, so basically the temptation, it sounds like they're basically trying to either tempt you into trying the dark magic or just put it up there as a viable option, because he said spells that can save your life shouldn't be unforgivable, you know, specifically saying that, you know, okay, well, the spell that kills someone or tortures someone or controls someone, that shouldn't be unforgivable because you could use it to save your life. And then he's saying you're not going to be able to avoid it forever. So basically these are the lies of evil in almost any story. When someone's trying to turn someone who's good or maybe on the borderline to evil, they're always using these type of arguments. Well, this thing shouldn't be bad, it shouldn't be unforgivable or illegal or whatever the case is because of how useful it is. And then in the other one, well, everybody, you know, has to use it at some point, so you might as well use it now. These are classic temptation lines.
What do we do now?
Okay, so we got Crucio written on the floor there. I'm wondering if our character or his friend just wrote that, or if this is how you find it. Maybe that you're down in the live, giant, living diary of Salazar Slytherin and learning unforgivable curses from him.
It's up to us. I can teach you Crucio, or I can cast it on you.
So that's our Slytherin friend. That's not the player character as far as I know. I'm pretty sure this guy's been shown in multiple trailers, so that's the friend that you could possibly have, and he's in Slytherin House. And so this must be the player-controlled character.
I'm ready. Crucio!
Okay, so basically at this point, that's interesting. I wonder how much of a duality that choice is going to have between having the Cruciatus Curse used on you or being taught it and then you using it. I wonder if it's going to be real black and white, or if there's going to be like a lot of different things that could happen either way. Like maybe you use it a lot. So basically I'm wondering how locked in this choice here is. They're making it seem really important. If you learn it here, are you then, okay, you're on the Dark Wizard path now, nothing you can do about it, you're Dark Wizard? Or is it going to be you learned it and you could be like, okay, I still don't want to be a Dark Wizard though, I just didn't want to be tortured by that Slytherin guy. You know, it'll be real interesting to see where that goes. So it looks like they're using it on some sort of a magical doorway. Maybe this is going to be something that requires the pain of it, and that's why either you can learn it and use it on the door, or if he uses it on you and you just feel that pain, maybe the door will open either way. That's kind of my guess, narrative-wise.
You've made your choice.
And that'd be interesting too. Maybe like you have to use it or like learn how to use it to get in there. Or if you do, maybe that's what brings these skeletons up, because the you've made your choice thing there seemed kind of ominous to me. Kind of like this is happening because you did this. Now, we don't know what that choice is. Maybe it was because you chose not to use Crucio or because you did. Hard to say. Had some pretty cool fire-looking spells there. Looks like the combat is going to actually be pretty dynamic in here. I know that's what a lot of people are worried about, like I said, because of previous Harry Potter games, that the combat just always sucked. It seemed like it was totally pointless and made it feel like you were super limited. I'm hoping in this game, as you learn things, and maybe it'll be difficult to learn more advanced spells and stuff, but you can throw them into your combat whenever once you know it. We'll have to see if they've got some sort of a mana meter that prevents you from just spamming the same spell over and over again. Maybe you've got to work up different types of things and you can only cast so often, or maybe there's a cooldown system. That'll be interesting to see how they manage it, because I think a lot of people, it's hard to do Harry Potter right, because in the movies and in the books it seems like as quickly as your mind can work and your arm can move, you can duel. It looks like that's how the best people can. So it never looks like, or is described in the books or movies, that you've got, this spell takes a lot out of you, like you can only do so much in a day, and that's what guarantees your abilities. That's not a thing in the lore, so it'll be interesting to see how they balance it in the books. I mean, in this game, because if they do it like it appears to be in the movies and books, maybe that makes combat too easy. It's hard to say, but then again, if you're fighting an opponent that has the same ability, maybe then it's all timing based, and that could be fun. There we have some sort of a dark wizard. Okay, and you're dueling there. You saw the player character there toss up a shield and block that, so that'll be fun. I'm guessing there will be some timing-based combat elements here. Well, they're doing that red beam again. I'm assuming that's going to be linked. I mean, in the movies that they linked the red type of beam with specifically Expelliarmus, but then in the books and stuff, they talk about red sparks coming out of the wand as sort of like it happens a lot depending on what you're doing. So we'll have to see if every spell in the book, in the game, has its own unique look and sound and style, or if they just do different things and a lot of them look the same. That's a very Slytherin-looking door, got quite a few snakes on it. Kinda looks like a simplified version of the entrance to the Chamber of Secrets, which is something, since seeing this trailer, I've been thinking about. Is the Chamber of Secrets gonna enter into this game at all? Or are they gonna be somehow exploring all the hidden parts of Hogwarts and the ancient magic and the history of Salazar Slytherin without finding the Chamber of Secrets? That would be interesting. There we've got a staircase that appears to be made out of rib cages and femurs. That's fun. Definitely using the old sledgehammer approach to subtlety with the evilness. Okay, we got our player character entering into an ominous-looking stone archway. Some more zombie Draugr-type characters. That looks like a mountain troll, so that's interesting.
What have the two of you done?
Okay, so there's our, who I'm guessing is our Keeper of the Grounds / Keys, our Hagrid character. Apparently pretty mad at what you did here, so maybe you woke up some sort of a terrible evil, or broke something, or he's just really disappointed that you used unforgivable magic, which, considering it's unforgivable, that would make sense that he'd be a little bit miffed about that. But pretty interesting there. Obviously, we don't have any sort of a squib character, and or like Hagrid wasn't able to use magic. We've got him here. Looks like he's holding a wand. So definitely a different character, even if he plays the same archetype.
What have the two of you done?
Got our logo again, that time very green. So what date did it have it on there? February 10th? Yeah, that's what I thought. February 10th for the release date. There's our Thestral, if you order the right edition. I did not. I did pre-order the game, and this is the first game I've pre-ordered in a very, very long time. But I just pre-ordered the standard edition, because I ain't made out of money. But the Thestral is locked. I believe it's to the Deluxe edition. You have to pre-order that, or the Collector's edition, if you want to get the Thestral as a mount. I'm not worried about it. A, because they might just add it as a DLC that you pay $2 for later if you really want the Thestral. And B, I'm guessing it's really not going to change the gameplay mechanics that much. I'm pretty sure they already said we could ride hippogriffs, and there's probably some other magical creatures that will be available to ride if and you want. But it's probably going to serve the same function as riding a broom, and I feel like riding a broom is a lot cooler than riding a Thestral. I'm not that worried about it. It's a cool thing if you want to collect, or you really like Thestrals, or you're going for a real dark wizard type, and obviously a flying skeleton horse covered in black leather is probably the most evil-looking mount you can go with, then I guess it makes sense, but I'm not too bothered by it. Pretty interesting kind of outfit we got there. I think that might be the Kelpie robe that they were talking about, which is another thing that you unlock specifically by buying the Deluxe edition, I think. Oh, yep, and that same mask. So this must be their advertisement for pre-ordering the Deluxe edition. You get the Thestral as a mount, you get those Kelpie robes, and you get that skull mask thing that they were advertising. So if you want to be a dark wizard, maybe you do have to pre-order the Deluxe edition. Okay, yeah, so it's funny that I said all that before it just pops up on screen. So one thing I noticed, the robe seems to be moving, like the thing on it is animated, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, if you pre-order the digital Deluxe edition, you get the Dark Arts pack, which is the Thestral mount, the Dark Arts cosmetic set, Dark Arts Battle Arena, the Onyx Hippogriff mount, so you get a unique Hippogriff mount, the Dark Arts Garrison hat, which our character is wearing right there, and you also get to play the game 3 days early. So I don't know how much that's worth to you. If it's worth paying the whatever the digital deluxe edition, 20, 30, 40, I don't know. It's more. That'll be worth it to some people. Probably not. It's not that worth it to me, obviously, because I didn't pay for it. I'll play the game when it just releases, just like everyone else, and I'll try to get as much enjoyment out of it as I can. I pre-ordered it. That's stretching it for me. I'm not going to pre-order a deluxe edition. I do like the animated robe, though. And the Thesp looks well done. At least I'm not criticizing saying like it looks bad. I can understand if you really like the way it looks. It looks like they did a good job. All right, and that's the whole short little trailer there. So like I said, this one was very dark arts themed. It looks like they're trying to give just a teeny tiny little bit more information about what a lot of people are probably most interested in, which is how dark of a wizard can you be. I know most of your fans of Harry Potter are going to be like, no, I want to be a good guy. But there's probably a good segment of the audience out there that is interested in trying to be a dark wizard. Now, for me personally, like I said, I think it just adds to the replayability. Because with a single-player game, if it's a great single-player game, I can play it end on end for years. You know, like Kingdom Come Deliverance, I played it probably 7 or 8 times through, not, you know, just end on end, doing slightly, things slightly different. I did the same thing with The Witcher 3, Red Dead Redemption 2, Skyrim. Like, there are certain games that I've played a lot, and they're just single-player games, so the replayability for a lot of people would seem low. But if you're going to do a game like this, you got to really dial up those roleplay elements, dial up your choices and your freedom, and if you're going to have a morality system in a game, I think it works really well in this one, because in both the books and the movies, there's a clear divide between good things to do and bad things to do, and so I think that's going to encourage replays and definitely keep the game alive nice and long. So, pretty cool trailer. I think it without giving away way too much information, which Warner Brothers needs to be careful about. So I'm glad that they're keeping it a little bit more vague with this game. I would not, if I was given advice and they were listening to it, I would say keep it minimalist. Every so often show a teeny tiny little taste of something new, but don't show everything. Don't show every single system. Don't show every single outfit. Don't show every single story mission. Keep all that locked away so we can experience it when the game comes out. But yeah, pretty awesome. I liked this trailer. If anything, it just made me more excited for the game. But that's all for today. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section if the trailer did the same for you, if it doesn't. Are you a dark wizard? You're going to play as a dark wizard, or you're going to stick to the light side and be a good guy? Let me know down in the comment section below. But in any case, thanks for watching and have a nice day, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching another Dare to Game video. If you like this video, please leave a like and a comment. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you like my content and would like to support this channel, consider becoming a member today for as little as $1.99 a month. It makes a huge difference. But in any case, thanks for watching and have a nice day. I'll see you next time.